Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Midweek War. I am Mad Mike. You know who I am. We are here to talk some Impact Wrestling. With me, as advertised, is the man who does not watch Impact Wrestling because he is a busy man with important things to do, and also he doesn't hate himself, Sorgatron.
I'm driving the Ubers while Impact's on is what's happening. Although, Chelsea Green, what's up? Threw a tweet out to you that you are the only thing that Mike watches Impact Wrestling for, except for Ethan Carter.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sorg. Sorg. Guess who wasn't on this week's show?
This show sucks!
Both of them, Sorg.
What?
They were both not on.
Does Impact hate you? I saw he was tweeting you.
Yeah, I know.
Because you were missing him?
Yes. I was like Faith Evans. I was just like, I'm missing you, thinking of the day. No, I'm done with that. All right, my bad. All right, so my one word for Impact this week is fuck you. I know it's 2 words. I don't care. It deserves it this week. Sorg, you know how this works. We're going to play 2 truths and a lie. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Sorg. Fact the first. We spent our main event segment building up a match between Josh Mathews and Jeremy Borash.
Okay.
Fact the second. Josh Mathews was able to make printed t-shirts in less than 2 hours while he was sitting at the commentary desk.
That's weird.
Yep.
This is presenting as if it's a live show, right?
Uh-huh.
You're on Universal Studios, so it's not like I don't think they couldn't do that.
Okay. Fact the third. I fell asleep during a last man standing match.
I'm going to say there was no last man standing match.
You are incorrect, sir. Oh. That is a true statement. It was a last man standing match between Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards.
All right. Then I feel like which is obviously exciting.
I could not have been more bored.
So I'm thinking then it's the setting up a match between Borash and Josh Mathews, because let me hear my reasoning. Okay. I feel like, because I know you've been talking about how they've been battling on the mic for the last few weeks, and I feel like you're at this point where it's one of those, hey, fucking get it over with.
That actually is the lie, Sorg.
Okay, see? Yeah.
That is the lie. But it's a slight lie, because our main event segment was the buildup of Jeremy Borash's team versus Josh Mathews' team.
Didn't you call that a week ago?
They joked about it a week ago, and they said it was a stupid fucking idea, and now they're goddamn doing it. And somehow, now keep in mind, they announced that there was going to be a team versus team match in the opening segment of the show after some bullshit match I don't even remember. Okay? When the main event happens, when Josh and Borash pick their teams, Josh has shirts for everyone on his team. I'm like, motherfucker, there is no way that's entirely possible.
Yeah. Like, how convenient.
No, like, and Sorg, they were able to build their entire teams, 4 men each, some of which don't even work for the fucking company, while they're commentating on the show.
Well, I mean, they go to commercial breaks, so I mean, it's not like they don't have downtime. Maybe it's like there's a Slack pool somewhere, or there's like, he's got this gnarly like iMessage group chat where they just share like funny gifs of Borash falling down or something. I don't know.
That's fair. Okay, Sorg, are you ready for the next? All right. Fact the first. We had a knockouts battle royal to decide a number 1 contender, and half of the women in this match have never wrestled in TNA before. Fact the second. We have yet another week of someone showing up on Impact on Pop with another company's championship. And number 3, TNA wastes my fucking time with James Storm remixing his goddamn horrible song, and yet still expects me to go to a YouTube link after the show to find out who Jeremy Borash's 4th team member is, because they quote unquote ran out of time, daddy. So which of this is
No,
bullshit?
that one was really specific. What's that first one again?
The first one was we had a knockouts battle royal to decide the number 1 contender, but half of the women who participated have never wrestled a match in TNA before.
Oh, then I think the middle one's fake.
The middle one is fake. Do you want to know why it's fake, Sorg?
Why?
It's not because we didn't have another title holder from another company. It's just that Magnus showed up on the fucking internet.
What do you mean he showed up on the internet?
He showed up on the internet because the main event segment, as we said, was the 2 fucking announcers picking their teams. Basically, Josh picks Alberto. He picks Lashley first. By the way, this is what I was talking to EC3 about. I said, EC3 better not be mixed up in this shit. I'm going to be very upset. And he said, I'm good. I'm like, good. I don't have to worry. It's EC3. So, Mathews' team is Lashley, Eli Drake, Tyrus, and Bram for some reason. JB's team, he only got to announce 2. He announced Alberto El Patron, and he announced a returning Chris Adonis. Sorg, do you know who Chris Adonis is?
Is he the brother of Sam Adonis that I don't know about? Because I thought his only other brother was Corey Graves.
Nope.
No, good, because I was worried that we missed a future friend of the show that we haven't interviewed on. By the way, all those people we've interviewed on the show, in the Wrestling Mayhem Show Network.
Okay, so Chris Adonis, you may know him better as the Masterpiece, Chris Masters. Also, you may know him.
The guy that called me a redneck one time at an indie show.
Yes. You may also know him better as Global Force Wrestling star, Chris Adonis.
You know what? I was at a Global Force Wrestling show last year, and he wasn't there.
Well, there you go. Guess who JB's third person is, Sorg? Just take a guess. Think back in TNA lore of big men in TNA.
Big men in TNA?
Yes, big men in TNA.
Monty Brown.
Oh, God, I wish. You're already booking this better, Sorg.
Can we have like an Impact Mayhem where we book Impact better than Impact?
No, because I don't want to give them free ideas.
Okay.
I mean, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. But we just don't tweet them on it. Because Bruce Pritchard will steal my ideas.
Okay.
I have no doubt to this.
Won't be the first time.
Yeah. But so Sorg, big men TNA. Any other guesses, or do you want me to just tell you?
Just tell me.
The guy who was once bequeathed the robe of sterling golden, the blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Matt Morgan.
Matt fucking Morgan.
Where the hell has he been?
I have Global Force Wrestling, Sorg. I assume. And then, so basically, it was a 4-on-2 scenario when Tyrus and Eli Drake came out, and they just started attacking Patron and Masterpiece. And then Borash was like, "Oh, get the other guys out here! Get the other guys out here!" And then you just see Matt Morgan just run out. He doesn't get introduced at all. Like he just runs out in wind pants, and I don't know what's. and then there's a brawl, and then it says, "Oh, we ran out of time, Daddy. We ran out of time. Go to the internet to see who the fourth guy is." They just show someone coming out of a limo.
I
like
love
his feet.
I love when you give an Elijah Burke impression.
I
Is it horrible that
Sorg,
that's the name I thought of and not the
Sorg,
Pope?
I feared it was going to be the Pope. I feared it was gonna he was gonna do the Jerry Lawler in the going into the Royal Rumble thing. Like he takes off his headphones, like, "I'm here for you, Daddy." Like,
you had tights on the whole time and I didn't notice sitting right beside you. That's weird.
Well, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have
seriously.
Like
creepy weird. Like weird.
I'm pretty sure King always wears his gear.
Don't just wear that day to day.
He might. He's like Batman.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So I said I wasn't gonna give him the clicks. I asked the internet.
I'm sorry. I just had this picture of like Delta Airlines not letting Jerry Lawler on the plane because he's wearing basically leggings.
That'd be pretty funny. But so I said I wasn't going to give them the clicks. I asked the internet at large who the fourth guy was because I really don't care, but I have to report on it for this show. No one knew who it was. The only person, someone responded, they said they thought it was EC3. I'm like, I have confirmation from EC3 that it's not EC3. So I'm like, fuck it. By the way, they made it hard enough to fucking find on their YouTube. It's not the most recent video, which it fucking well should be, because that's how you end your fucking show. So yeah, I clicked the link and it's Magnus. And he's carrying the Global Force Wrestling Championship. Yeah. Sorg, the only good thing about this show was that Madison Rayne has her old theme music back. That was the only good thing about this show. She's a killer queen. One of my favorite entrance themes in TNA. But yeah, there's a Knockouts Battle Royal. Sorg, have you ever heard of these people? Ava Story, Amanda Rodriguez, MJ Jenkins, and oh no, there was someone else too. Oh, and Diamante, who had never wrestled for TNA. No. Yeah, they were all in there. They all seemed very nice. I actually, they brought a breath of fresh air. Yeah, they're all eliminated. All of them eliminated. It came down.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah, basically. And ODB and Madison Rayne were the last two in the ring. So you're thinking, oh wow, Rosemary's a big heel. I wonder who's going to face her. The probably heel Madison Rayne or the definitely huge face ODB. Yeah, ODB won. But yeah, Sorg, that was pretty much it. Like the last man standing match. I know Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards were trying really hard. They did a lot of fun spots. I just did not care at all. Not even slightly. Like it was in the middle of the show. Like if you have a last man standing match, I'm sorry, that's your main event.
Yeah, I would think so. That's
how you end the show. Unless it's a pay-per-view. And even then, that's probably how you end the show. But no, it was just stuck in the middle somewhere. And it was just like, okay, if they don't care about it, I don't have to care about it. But yeah, Sorg, so next week we're getting that 8-man tag that we all really want to see. Really, really, really want to see.
Big time, Daddy.
Which means, and Sorg, do you know what this means or could potentially mean? Because I'm assuming Borash and Mathews will be at ringside.
They're going to call a match that's for them?
We could get a one-man booth with the Pope Daddy.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. Or even worse, we could get Bruce Pritchard joining him for commentary. I don't even know what I want to happen here. I mean, except maybe stadium collapse. I don't know.
Anyways, moving on.
Something that would end my pain, Sorg. Yeah, but that's pretty much. There were other stuff that happened on Impact, but honestly, nothing of consequence. Nothing of note. There was an X Division triple threat match that ultimately means nothing. Eli Drake had a match that means nothing. Del Rio had a squash match where they didn't even announce who the opponent was. LAX is still operating out of a Lucha Underground scene somewhere.
Business as usual.
Yeah, basically. All right. So Sorg, guess where my ranking is for TNA this week. Just take a wild guess. With everything that I've seen in wrestling this week, guess where TNA ranks?
Probably a little low.
Yeah, a little bit low. 38th.
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 Hello, we're judging on a curve.
Oh no, this isn't a curve. This is I'm counting things I watched twice. But like seriously, I almost turned the show off several times. I almost turned it off. I almost put it on mute. It was ridiculous. These are the end times for TNA. These are the end times. All right, so Sorg, where can the good people find you in the internet?
You can find me at sorgatronmedia.com. A lot of great stuff there. And if you want to check out some good wrestling, Night of Superstars 6 in Meadville with IWC, IWCWrestling.com. I'll be up there hanging out doing video.
All right. You can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, if you want to see me live tweet Impact and go through this pain with me as I watch it live, hit up at Mayhem Show on Twitter. Look for the hashtag MM. Interact with me in the show. I know a lot of you guys do that, and I welcome a good challenge for people who try to tell me TNA is good. I know there are some of you that do that. I will debate you, and ultimately, if you can prove me wrong, fine. If not, then we agree to disagree. A gentleman's agreement, huzzah, all that stuff. And also, you can check out our YouTube page. I have all 32 videos from 32 Manias of Mike on there. So if you want to relive all those, if there's a WrestleMania you haven't seen, but you don't want to spend the 3 hours to watch it, I'll review the whole thing for you, match by match. And also, we're doing a new thing on our Facebook group. Go to Facebook. We have an NCAA style bracket of all 32 WrestleManias. We're calling it WrestleMania Madness. Go there, click the link, vote for your favorite WrestleManias. I've divided it into 4 realms: Southern Realm, West Coast, Tri-State, and Parts Unknown. Go vote for your favorites. You might be surprised which one you end up thinking is the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Alrighty, so for Sorgatron, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek War.